Hi guys, this is Shashank and welcome back to Academy. Before we start today's video, let me remind you to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates.
Hi guys, so let's start today's video. This video is the second part of my earlier video where we have discussed that what is VLOOKUP and how to use it. And today in this video we will talk about the top 5 things you must know about VLOOKUP. So I suggest you to watch this complete video and at the end you will be able to use VLOOKUP very effectively. So here is the very first thing, that VLOOKUP works with columns only, which means that VLOOKUP is designed to retrieve data in a table which is organized in a vertical manner, or you can say in the columns, where each column represents a new record. So if you want to retrieve data which is based in a horizontal manner, you can say in the rows, you must use the HLOOKUP function, and we will make a separate video on HLOOKUP. So that's about how VLOOKUP works. Second one is that VLOOKUP retrieves data which is based on column numbers. So what does it mean? It means that if we change the column number in a syntax of VLOOKUP, the output will be changed. So let's see how it works. Here you can see that we have a small set of data here, which includes employee ID, first name, second name, and its email ID. And we want to retrieve our data in this area according to the employee ID. So we will write VLOOKUP function in these 3 cells, that is the first name, last name, and email ID, and we'll see how it works. Is equal to VLOOKUP. We want to look up employee ID and we'll match the first name with the employee ID. So we will click here, comma. This is our table. There's a second one, table array. We will select this whole table, comma. Now, our column index number. We are trying to match first name. So first name is the second column in this table. So we will select 2, 0. 0 means the exact match. Press enter. Now value is NA because our employee ID section is empty. So we will write 2, 3, 4 and press enter. You will see the first name appears. Now we want last name. So first of all, we need to lock our values by pressing F4, F4 and F4. Press enter and now drag down the formula to the below cells. Now change the column number here with 3. You will see the last name. Now change the column number with 4. You will see the email ID. So this is how VLOOKUP works when we change the column numbers. You can see here that with each cell we have the same syntax, just changed is the column number. You can see 2, 3, 3, 4. But let's move to the third thing, that is that VLOOKUP retrieves data which is towards its right, which means that your lookup value should be to the extreme left of your data. Like we have this data set where we want to retrieve data which is based on the employee ID. But in case our employee ID is in the column number 2, we will not be able to retrieve data. Let's see. So we have already applied a VLOOKUP function here and we are it's working here. So let's see by changing the employee ID column to another column. Control X and now just simply insert the cut cells here. You will see the value becomes NA because our employee ID is not in the extreme left column. So let's see by changing its value again. It's Control X, now insert cut cells, and now we have to change our cell references here from B. Now you will see. So which means that if you are applying a VLOOKUP function to your data, make sure that your lookup value is in the extreme left column. Like we have this employee ID in the extreme left column and the rest of the data can follow towards its right. Now let's move to the fourth thing, that is VLOOKUP has 2 matching modes, that is exact and approximate. In most of the cases we use exact match because we want an exact match to their data. Like we have this student ID here and we want exact match with the student ID, first name, last name, standard and age. We don't want any approximate values here. So in these cases we use exact match, like we have applied here 0, which means that exact match, and it works in most of the cases. But in some cases we also apply the approximate match, and we have one example here where we applied approximate match. Let's see how it works. So we have this data set here which includes quantity and unit price. We have quantity from 1 to 200 and unit price from 20 to 12. But at any point of time, if I want to know that what will be the unit price for quantity 3, I don't have any unit price here. So we can apply VLOOKUP function here with an approximate match. So let's see how to apply. Is equal to VLOOKUP. We want to match quantity, comma, with this data set, comma, column index number is 2, comma 0, bracket close, press enter. You will see and because we have applied 0, 0 means exact match and we don't have quantity 3 in the column number 1, which means that VLOOKUP will not give us any data. So let's try and change exact match with approximate match. Just press 1 and press enter. You will see the answer is 20. So how 20 becomes an answer? Because we don't have 3 in the quantity. So in these cases, when we are trying to retrieve data which is not in the data set, VLOOKUP drops back to the next largest value. So what does it mean? It means that from quantity 1 to 10, unit price is 20 to 18. So which means that 20 is the largest unit here, which VLOOKUP is trying to retrieve. So we want quantity 3. So VLOOKUP will give us answer of the largest price, which is 20. So let's try and change the quantity here with 51. Press enter and you will see the answer is 16, which means that from 50 to 100, the largest value of unit price is 16. So this is how approximate values work. And one more thing which you want to keep in mind while applying VLOOKUP function with an approximate match, that your data must be sorted in an ascending order, like this we have in an ascending order. So that was all about the exact and approximate match. Let's see our last example, that is VLOOKUP is not a case sensitive function, which means that if you are working with lowercase or uppercase sentences, it will give you the same results. Let's see how it works. Like we have here at first name, we want to match its salary and email ID. So we will apply VLOOKUP function here is equal to VLOOKUP. We want to look up this value, that is first name, comma, this is our table array, and we want to output the salary. So salary is the first 2, 3, 4, means 4 is our column index number. Press enter. Now it's 15,000. So let's try changing. Now you see that by changing the lowercase sentences with the uppercase sentences, value does not change, which means that VLOOKUP is not a case sensitive. Now try and change the values here with lowercase. So let's press enter. You will see the value remains the same. We want email ID, just drag down the formula here. Now we have to change the cell reference here again. Change the column with column 3. So this is our email ID. So that was all about the top 5 things which you must know about VLOOKUP function. And if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and like my video, and do watch my other videos like how to use VLOOKUP function and how to use nested if function. So thank you guys for watching this video. See you soon. Hello friends, this is Shashank and welcome back to Academy. And today, in this video, we will learn one of the most powerful Excel function, that is VLOOKUP, and we will not take more than 5 minutes. So I'm ready to go and I know you are ready to go, so let's start. So first of all, what is VLOOKUP? Many users have heard of the Excel VLOOKUP function but are not clear about what it does. Therefore, this video aims to answer the common question, that is what is VLOOKUP and how does it work. So VLOOKUP, short for vertical lookup, is a built-in Excel function that is designed to work with data that is organized in a vertical manner, or you can say in the columns. For a specified value, the function finds the value in one column of data and returns the corresponding value from another column. To understand it more clearly, we have a breakdown of its syntax. As you can see, that VLOOKUP is divided into 4 different syntaxes, that is lookup value, table array, column index number, and range lookup. So first one is the lookup value. You can say this is the value which you are trying to match with the table array, that is the set of data. And third one is the column index number, which means that you want to match this value with this column in this data set. And fourth one is the range lookup, which should always be false, or you can say should be precise for especially for the alphabets or especially for the words. And here is also a breakdown that VLOOKUP is having this 4 sub-functions: lookup value, table array, column index number, and range lookup. Lookup value is what you are looking for, table array where you are looking for, column index what do you want to return, that is the column, and fourth is the range lookup, precise or approximate, it depends on you. And to understand it more clearly, here we have a small example of team and its conferences. As you can see, in one column we have teams and another column we have its conference. So I want to match this team to its conference by applying the VLOOKUP function. So here we are applying the VLOOKUP is equal to VLOOKUP open parentheses. So I want to find this value, press here, comma, and I am looking this value in this table array. So I will select the whole table, comma, and I want to match my team with this column, that is the conference column. So that is the column number 2, comma, 0. 0 stands for precise value, that is false, bracket close, and you can see that ARIBAL is for American. Now we will change the team CAR and press enter. You can see CAR belongs to national. So this way you can apply VLOOKUP function in your daily activities while working with Excel worksheets. To continue learning more about VLOOKUP, watch my next video with more examples on VLOOKUP with the detailed information and more examples. So till then, see you guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Hello friends, this is Shashank and welcome back to Excel Academy. Do you know that the time spent on performing elementary activities in Excel, such as navigation and highlighting, can reach 50% of the total time spent on solving a particular task? If you are also suffering from the same kind of problems, then I suggest you to watch this video till the end. And we will provide you the top 5 Excel shortcuts that will change your life and the way you work with the Excel worksheets. And in this video, we will talk about how to navigate between worksheets, how to select data to the last cell of the range, how to apply filters, how to log your cells with absolute reference, and how to change the formatting of numbers. So let's start today's video. The first one is how to navigate between the multiple worksheets. And there are 3 methods. The first one is the manually scrolling between the worksheets. You can see that we have these multiple worksheets here. And one method which I can use is to manually scroll from this scroll bar to scroll between the worksheets. And I can just click on the worksheets where I want to click. But the second method is the Excel navigation option. Just hover your mouse over the scroll button, right click, and you can select the desired worksheet where you want to go. Just simply select that worksheet, press OK, and you will be navigated toward the sheet. But the third method is quite shortcut and quite time saver. Just simply press Control and page up, and you will be navigating between the worksheets. Now you want to come back, just press Control and page down. You will navigate between the worksheets. So this is how you can navigate between the worksheets using the keyboard shortcuts. That's Control, page up, and Control, page down. Now, second one is how to select data to the last cell of the range. Now you can see that we have a set of data, and we have these cell ranges where the data ends. And I want to select the data to the last cell. Just simply press Control, Shift, and down arrow. You will select the whole column. Now you want to select all the 4 remaining columns. Now simply press Control, Shift, and the right arrow. You will select the whole data from the first cell to the last cell. And we have another option. You can select Control, Shift, and 8. You will select the whole range to the last cell. So this way, you can select the data when you have a list of hundreds of items in a single set of data. But this method doesn't work with the blank cells or the blank rows. So if you have blank rows or blank cells in your data set, firstly you have to remove your blank rows. Now we will see how to remove your blank rows. Simply you have to first select the data by dragging with mouse. Then press F5, go to Special, select blanks, and press OK. Now you can see all the blank rows has been selected here. Now just simply right click and delete. Let's shift cells up. OK. Now you can see that all the blank rows has been removed. So this is how you can use this option to select the data set. Now, third one is how to apply filters. There are other methods also. You can just go to the navigation tab and use the filter option, but we have keyboard shortcut also. Just simply press Control, Shift, and L, and the filters will be applied. You can see. Now you want to remove the filters, press Control, Shift, L. The filters are gone. So these keyboard shortcuts are very useful and helpful in our daily day-to-day activities with Excel worksheets. And now we will talk about how to log your cells when you are using the formulas to give absolute reference. Now we want to minus these 2 cells, and I want to log my cells is equal to this cell minus this, and I want to log both of the cells. Just click to that cell and press F4. I want to log this, click here, press F4. Now you can see that my cells has been given with the absolute reference, and now press enter, and it's working. So this way you can log your cells by giving an absolute reference. And lastly, how to format the numbers using the keyboard shortcuts. Like I have these numbers with the general formatting. Now I want to convert this number into $sign. So what we have to do is press Control, Shift, and 4. Now you can see the number has been converted into $. Now I want to convert this number into decimals. I want to Control, Shift, and 1. You can see the number has been converted into decimals. Now I want to convert this number into percentage. Simply Control, Shift, and 5. You can see. So this way you can use Excel keyboard shortcuts to save your time. And if you like my video, do press like and subscribe my channel for the other awesome videos on Excels. Till then, see you guys. Thank you for watching. Hello friends, this is Shashank and welcome back to Excel Academy. In my earlier video, we have seen how to use nested if function, and we were left with the possible errors one can get while using the nested if function and how to make nested if function more user friendly and more readable. And at last, what are the limitations with the nested if function. And now in this video, we will cover all the remaining three topics, that what are the possible errors one can get while using the nested if function. So let us start. You can see that here are the four possible errors one can get while using the nested if function. One is additional or unnecessary apostrophe signs. Second one is missing of parentheses. Third one is missing of apostrophe sign. And fourth one is obviously the wrong syntax. If your syntax is wrong, then you will obviously get an error. So let us see that what is the first one, which is the additional or unnecessary apostrophe sign. Like you can see that we have this nested if function here. This is all good, it's working fine. Now if I add additional apostrophe sign here and press, you can see that I have inserted a comma here, and press enter, you will get this error. That we have found this problem. To track again, insert function on the formula tab to fix it. Or you can reduce the apostrophe sign. Press OK, backspace, press enter. Now you can see it's working fine. So additional or unnecessary use of apostrophe signs can also give you an error. Second one is the missing of parentheses. Like we have used four if functions here. If I miss one parenthesis here and press enter, you will get this error that we found a typo in your formula and try to correct to it. But the good news is that this type of error will be auto-corrected by the Excel itself. You can press yes and it will be auto-corrected. And third is the missing of apostrophe sign. Like the addition of apostrophe sign can get you an error. Similarly, the missing apostrophe sign can also give you an error. Like we will see here, that if I reduce this apostrophe sign from here and press enter, you will also get the same error. Press OK, go back and give your apostrophe sign, press enter. Now you can see it's working fine. And finally, the wrong syntax. If your syntax is wrong, you obviously get an error. And now we will talk about how to make nested if function more user-friendly and readable. Let us see how it works. If you see this if function is looking like a complete mess, one cannot get what is happening right now here in this formula in its first instance. So how to make it more user-friendly that anyone who can look into this formula can get what is actually happening inside the formula. So let us see how to make this formula more user-friendly. Press on the formula bar where we have inserted the formula and go to click here. What you have to do before every if statement, like we have finished first if here and beginning of second, beginning of third, beginning of fourth. Before the beginning of every if function, press Alt and enter, and again go there, Alt press enter, Alt press enter, and now you can see that our formula is looking quite simple. But what is happening here? If C55 is less than 65, then F. If less than 73, then D. If less than 85, then C. Press enter, you will get the results. And now again go back, double click here, you will get the same formula here. So this way you can make your nested if function more user friendly to get what is actually happening inside the nested if function. Press enter. And now finally, that what are the limitations with the nested if function? As we have seen, that nested if function is a good option to use and to test the multiple conditions, and it works really fine. But only one thing is that you can insert only up to 7 if functions within a if function to test the conditions. So this is the only limitation with the nested if function, that you can only insert 7 if functions. So that's all for today's video. If you like my video, watch it, like it, and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for my next videos. Till then, thank you. See you soon. Hello friends, this is Shashank and welcome back to Excel Academy. In my earlier video, we have seen that how to use if function. And in this video, we will see how to use nested if function. And in this video, we will cover the following topics. You can see that what is nested if function, how it works, and how to use nested if function in our day-to-day activities while dealing with the Excel sheets. And what are the possible errors we can get while using the nested if function, and how to make nested if function more user-friendly and more readable. And at last, we will see that what are the limitations with nested if function. So before we proceed to nested if function, let us recall that what is if function and why it is used. What is if function? If function is used to test for a specific condition, which can be anything for you, as based on your criteria, and then it returns a value based on the authenticity, or you can say that if your condition is true or your condition is false, then what output you want. And here you can see the syntax of the Excel if function, that if logical test, then comma, then value if true, then value if false. And you can summarize the whole syntax into 3 simple steps, that is if, then, else. Like this logical test is your if condition, that what if, then this is your then condition, that if your this condition is true, then you want this value. If it is false, then you want this value. So this is if, then, else. So now we will see a small example on how to use Excel if function, then we will proceed to nested if function. So here we have a small data set based on the student's scorecard, and you can see that we have also defined a criteria for passing marks, that above than 65% marks will be declared as pass. So here is a small syntax of the same, that if scored more than 65, the student will be declared as pass. And now we will write the formula here. Let us clear this first. Is equal to if, open parentheses, this cell is greater than or equal to 65, then we want the result as pass. If it is less than 65, then we want our result as fail. So close parentheses. Now this is a formula that if C9 is greater than or is equal to 65, then the student will be pass. If not, then it will be fail. Press enter and you can see our result is pass. Now drag down the formula to the last cell, you will see the results. So this is how a simple if function works. You will see that you can say that we don't use Excel if function, we can use our own manual methods to pass or to write down the pass or fail entries, but these functions helps us when we have a set of thousands of lists and entries and we cannot do that manually. So on that cases we can use Excel if functions where we have to test the conditions. And now we will see that what is nested if function and how it is used. So this is your nested if function. In the simplest of way, I can say that nested if function is nothing but multiple if functions used within a if function. You can say if we want to test multiple conditions, then you can use multiple if functions within a if function. And here is a small example on the same, that we have converted our student scorecard into grading system. You can say if 0 to 63, then the grades will be F, and if 95 to 100, then the grades will be A. And now we will convert our scores into grades. So let us see how it works. Is equal to if C35 is less than 65, then we want our output as grade F, comma, if C35 is less than 73, then we want if C35 is less than 73, then we want our output as D. If C35 is less than 85, then we want our output as C. If C35 is less than 95, then we want our output as B. If not, then we will get grading A. Now you can see that here we have applied 4 close parentheses. These all parentheses are based on the open parentheses, like we have opened here, we closed here, we opened one here and we have to close here. I mean to say that the times, how many times you use if function, you have to apply that times the close parentheses. Now press enter, you will see our grading has converted into B. Now drag down the formula and you will see that based on the scores and based on the grading system, we get the results on the basis of our grading system. So this is how nested if function works. You can apply multiple conditions within a if function. And if you like my video, do subscribe my channel and please watch my next video, that what are the possible errors one can get while using a nested if function and how to make nested if function more user friendly. Thank you very much guys for watching the video. See you soon.
Hi guys, this is Shashank and welcome back to Excel Academy. Do you know that the time spent on performing elementary activities in Excel such as navigation and highlighting can reach 50% of the total time spent on solving a particular task? If you are also struggling with the same kind of problems, then we have a solution for you. Keep watching our videos and we will provide you the tips and tricks on Excel which will save hours for you. So let's start our today's video on the most commonly used Excel function, that is the if function. So let's start how to use if function in Excel. As you can see, syntax is written here for the if function, that is if logical test, comma, value if true, comma, value if false. So before we proceed, let us understand that how if function works. If function evaluates a condition or a logical test and then returns a value if that logical test becomes true or false. Like we have written here, cell B8 is equal to 50. Now I want to write a if function to return a value. If the value in the B8 cell exceeds 100, I want a logical return. So let's write a if function. Is equal to if, open parenthesis, if B8, just click on that cell, is greater than 100, comma, inverted comma, then over budget. Inverted comma, close, comma. Now, what if the value is below 100? Inverted comma, under budget. Inverted comma, close, close parentheses. Now we have written our if function, so let's see how it works. Press enter and you will see our result is under budget because the value in the cell B8 is 50, that is below 100. Now if I increase the value to 101, press enter, you will see the return is over budget. So this is how if function works. You can apply hundreds of logical tests with if function if you work with if functions and its logical values. And you can also apply multiple if functions within the if function. That is called nested if function. And if you want to see how to use multiple if functions, do watch my next video on how to use nested if functions within a if function. Thank you very much guys, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos.
Hello friends, welcome to Excel Academy. You are learning Excel tricks and shortcuts for free. My name is Rohit Jyoti and in this video I will tell you how to use conditional formatting and remove the conditional formatting in the Excel sheet. Let me tell you first what is conditional formatting. Conditional formatting allows you to automatically apply formatting such as colors, icons and data bar to one or more cell based on the cell value. You can apply more than one conditional formatting in one cell. To apply the conditional formatting, select the desired cell, click on conditional formatting under Home tab. Here you will see number of options. First option is highlight cells rule. According to the cell value like greater than, less than, between, equal to. First I want to highlight the cell which is greater than some value. Enter some value like 30,000 and allocate the color of the that value. Have given green and click OK. You can see the cell color has changed according to the given values. You can apply multiple conditional formatting on the same. Click on conditional formatting, highlight the cells rule and less than. You can put the value any 20,000 and the cell color has changed. You can also apply conditional formatting according to the data, like data bar. Or to remove the conditional formatting, select the desired cell and click on clear rule. Here you will have two options, clear rule from selected cell or clear rules from entire sheet. I click clear rule from entire sheets. In this way you can see the conditional formatting rules have cleared from entire sheets. Thank you for watching. Please like and share. Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Shashank and welcome back to Excel Academy. In my earlier video, you have seen that how to lock or protect specific cells and ranges in an Excel sheet. But now in this video, we will see how to lock or protect the cells which contain formulas. Because many a times it becomes difficult to protect those cells which contain formulas. But after watching this video, it will not be a difficult task for you. So let's start. First of all, you have to select the whole sheet and press right click, go to format cells. You can see that lock and hidden options are highlighted. Now go back. I will show you the formulas. You can see these cells contain formulas and I want only these columns to be locked. So how to do that? Again, select the whole sheet, press right click, go to format cells, and first of all you have to uncheck these both options. Press OK. Now you can see all those cells which has the formulas has got a green icon at the top left. It means that your formulas are not protected, so we have to protect them. Now again we will go to the option, go to special, select formulas and press OK. Now you will see that all those columns, cells, ranges which has the formula will get highlighted. You can see that all those columns are highlighted now. Now press right click, go to format cells and now check both options. And now you see the green icon has gone. But still your formulas are not protected. To protect them fully, select the whole sheet, go to review tab and protect it. You can type a password and press OK. Confirm your password. Now you see, this is a cell which has the formula. Now you will get this error. The cell or chart you are trying to change is a protected sheet. Press OK. But this option has a benefit that you can edit other cells as well. Now these cells doesn't contain any formula. Now these cells are editable. You can see I can edit the values here. But I cannot edit the values on those cells which has the formulas. So this is how this option works, and if you like my video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Thank you guys, see you soon.
Hello friends, welcome back in Excel Academy. Here you will learn shortcuts, key and tricks for free. My name is Rohit Jyoti and in this video I will tell you how to lock only specific cells and ranges in the protected worksheet. So let us start. I am having a worksheet of sales and profit This worksheet contains formula as well as important information that needs to be protected. So first unprotect the sheets by clicking on review tab and then unprotect sheet and enter the passwords if you having. Once the sheet get unprotected, click on select all and open the dialog box by clicking on Ctrl plus Shift plus F. You can also use Ctrl plus 1. A dialog box will open. Click on protection, uncheck the lock cell and click on OK. Now select the desired range which you want to protect. Open the dialog box and click on lock and click OK. This range will be locked. If you want to lock another cell, just select the range, open the dialog box and click on locked. By using this process, you can lock any cell which you want to do and the formula cells which you have to lock and protect. Once you're done with this, click on review tab and click on protect sheet, enter the password and this worksheet get protected. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and share. Thank you. Welcome to Excel Academy. My name is Rohit Jyoti. In this video, you will learn 10 shortcuts key which you should know. So let's start. First, if you want to add any comment in particular cell, just click Shift plus F2. A new comment box will open and you can write any comment regarding that particular cell. So it's very simple to use the shortcut Shift plus F2. Second, if you have written any things in the particular cell and if you want to add another line in that cell, you can just click enter, alt plus enter, and another line you can add here. Third, create a table. You are having some data and you want to create a table, just click Ctrl plus L. A table will be created automatically and you can design the table from above given designs. If you are having some data in the table and you want to filter, you can just use the formula Ctrl plus Shift plus L. You can have here a filter sign. You can filter the data from the filter sign. Insert auto sum formula. You are having some numbers given, just click down and click Ctrl plus equal. Automatically the data will be summed up. Enter the date. It's very simple to use the shortcut Ctrl plus semicolon. That will automatically be filled up. Same thing with the time. You can just use Ctrl plus Shift plus semicolon and time will be entered. Hyperlink. You can add a hyperlink plus Ctrl plus K and select the documents you want to add with the link and click on OK. Hyperlink will be added. To select the complete written column, here you have written something and you have to copy all the written columns. Just click Ctrl plus Shift and down arrow. Automatically the whole columns will be selected and then you can use copy and cut. You can do anything with the selected cell. Hide the row. You can hide the row but just click on Ctrl plus 9. The whole row will be hidden. So thank you for watching.
Hi guys, welcome back to this quick Excel tutorials. And today in this video, we will discuss how to use Excel timeline option to filter your data, which is based on the dates. In earlier my video, I have shown to use slicer option to filter down your data. Now we have a similar option which is used to filter your dates. Like you can see that we have the date column here and the whole data is converted into a tabular form. You can see serial number, date, vehicle number, gross weight, material, tier weight, net weight, invoice quantity, all these columns are there. And this data is basically based on the weight record sheet. If each vehicle is having a gross weight, tier weight, and net weight. So if at any given point of time, I want to see that in a whole year, at which particular date, which vehicle has arrived with how many weight difference. So I can use timeline option to filter that data. So how to use timeline? Just select your data. Go to insert pivot table. It will ask for a new worksheet. Check on it and the table is already selected. Press OK and a new worksheet will be displayed. Now here are the options to use in pivot table. I want to use date option in my rows and under that I want vehicle number and the gross weight. Now this is the pivot table and it is ready. And here I can use the timeline option to filter my data. I will go to insert timeline. It will give me option to date. Click OK and the timeline option is displayed here. So how to use this timeline option? You can see the whole year has been selected here from 2018 to 2019, but I want a data of only 2018. So I will go to the years, it will ask me 2018. I have selected 2018. Now I will go to again this option, select month. I wanted data of only February month, and you can see the data has been filtered down to February. Now I want the data by day wise, so I can go again this option, select days. I want the data of 1st of Feb. So this is a data which is filtered down by 1 February 2018. But now I want a weekly data, so I can use 7 days in a row, 1 to 7, and you can see that data has been filtered down from 1 to 7. So this is how you can use the timeline option. But why we are using timeline option is that in case of dates, it's become difficult to filter down the dates. But with the timeline option, you can filter down your dates very easily, very quickly. Just go to this option, select your quarters, month, days, or years, or whatever you want to filter down, and filter your data. Here you can also customize your timeline bar. You have other options like to change the colors. You can also customize it from, you can remove your headers, you can remove scroll bar, you can use the selection label, or you can remove the timeline label. So this way you can use the timeline options in Excel sheets. You can place it anywhere in an Excel sheet, which will help you to filter down your data. So that's all for today's video. Thank you very much guys for watching this video. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. Thank you guys. See you soon. Hi guys, welcome back to this quick Excel tutorials. And today in this video, we will see that how to create 3D buttons for your Excel sheets. Now you can see that we've already created 3 3D buttons for your ready reference. So let's start how we can create 3D buttons. The process is very simple. Just go to the Insert tab, select any shape which you want to use as your 3D button. Now I'm using a rounded rectangle here. Draw the shape, press Ctrl D to duplicate the shape. Now press Shift and resize it. Place it over the first figure. Now go to the Format tab, Shape Fill, and in the Gradient section, go to the Dark Variation. And for the upper shape, you have to select the top left gradient. Now select the bottom figure, go to Shape Fill, Gradient, and for the bottom figure, you have to select the right bottom gradient. Now you can see that our 3D button is ready. Now you can do one more thing. You can assign, edit any text in it, like save and send. Now you can see that our 3D button is ready, but now one more thing you have to do, you have to group both the shapes. Select the bottom shape, press Shift and select the upper shape, right click and group them. Now you can see our 3D button is ready and we can deploy it anywhere in the Excel sheets. Now what you can do with these buttons, you can assign your macros, you can assign your worksheets with hyperlinks, you can hyperlink your web pages or other files which is present in your machine or the network drives. Like we have already assigned a macro to this button which displays the results of 2 digits. So you can see the answer is 2. Same way you can hyperlink your worksheets and your button will be clickable. So thank you very much guys for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. Thank you very much guys. See you soon. Guys, welcome to this Excel tutorial. In this tutorial, I will show you that how we can simplify our data analytics process by applying the simple Excel formulas and functions. And today, I will show you how to use the counter function. So here we go. We have this small data sheet in which we have 4 columns. The first is order date, region, supplier, and the items. But at any given point of time, if I want to know that how many times each item has been ordered in this whole year, I can use the counter function. So how to use the counter function? To use a counter function, we have to understand the sub-functions in the counter function. And there are 2 sub-functions. The first one is to range, to define a range. A range is a set of data from where you want your data to be picked up to get the results. And criteria is a specific word, value, or any cell that contains a value which you want to be picked up from that range. So here we are applying the counter functions. This is a counter function, and first thing is asking for the range. So we have to define the range, and my range is the column number D, where I have to define the range. So I have defined my range, but now I have to define the criteria. In this, I will not give any specific word or value. Instead, I am defining a cell which contains a specific value, and here I want to get the count of the pencils, so I will click on this cell and close the brackets. And if I press enter, I will get the results. So here I am getting the results of that 13 times the pencil has been ordered in this whole year. So if you want to use the same results, the below mentioned items, you can do one thing. First of all, you have to log the values plus and press enter. Now drag down and you will get the results. So this way we can use this counting function to get the results, and you can use this formula in your daily data analytics processes. Thank you very much for watching this video.
Hi guys, welcome back to this quick Excel tutorials. And today in this tutorial I will show you how to add slicers in your Excel sheets. So before we start, let us understand that what are slicers. Slicers are a new and a very powerful tool to customize and filter your data in a beautiful way. And it's quite easy to add slicers into your Excel sheet. So let's see how it works. First of all, you need a small set of data, like we have in this Excel sheet, a training record of few students. Date of training, name of student, course taken, and the notes. And I want to filter down, to slice down the data as per the courses, that how many students have taken the course 1, course 2 or course 5. So we can add slicers. So before we add slicers, the first thing we need to do is to convert your data into a table. We can do that by clicking anywhere in your data, go to insert and click on table. If your data has tables, you can check this option. If not, then you can uncheck it. Click OK and your data has been converted into a table. And now it will give you an option to insert slicer. So there are the few options where you can apply your slicers. I want to apply slicers on course. And now you can see that I have given 3 options in this slicers. I can customize it. If I click on course 1, it will slice down or filter down the data to all those students who has been taken the course 1. If I select on course 2, course 5. So this way you can apply slicers into your Excel sheets and present them in a beautiful way. And moreover, you can customize your slicers as per your requirement. Like right now I have one column. I want to convert a slicer into 2 or 3 columns, so I can go to this option, add number of columns, and you can see the number of columns has been increased to 3. You can resize it, place it anywhere, and it will be a part of your Excel sheet. You can clear your filters, you can reapply them, course 2, course 5. So this way you can apply slicers into your Excel sheets and present them in a beautiful way. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos. Thank you very much. In this video, you will learn how to activate the developer tab and how to add calendar date picker option in the Excel sheet. So let's see how it works. Hi guys, this is Shashank and welcome back to my channel X Academy. X Academy provides you latest tips and tricks on various MS Office softwares. And before we start today's video, so let me remind you to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. So what's all there for you in today's video? So let's start today's video and explore the latest tips and tricks on MS Excel.
Welcome to this tutorial, and today we will learn how to make your Excel cells speak.
Hi guys, are you amazed by listening this robotic voice? Of course yes, because this is not a human voice and this is not generated by me. This is generated by the MS Excel itself. So in this video, we will talk about that how to make your Excel cells speak the exact values, the exact data which you have just entered. So let's start and learn how to do this. First of all, you have to go to this option that is Customize Quick Access Toolbar. Right click, go to More Commands, then select Commands Note in the ribbon. Then you have to search for Speak Cells. So here is the option which is Speak Cells. Select this, add, and.
Now you can add one more, that is speak cells on enter. Now there you can see we have another options also, speak cells by columns or speak cells by rows. You can try your experiments with these options too, but today we will focus on just these two options, speak cells on enter and speak cells. Just press OK and you will see that you have been provided two more options in your quick access toolbar, and these are speak cells on enter and speak your cells. So let's try this and see how this works.
Turned off speak on enter.
So just enter any value 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8 and press enter. You will see you are not getting any voice. Go back and just click here.
Cells will now be spoken on enter.
And now you have activated the speak cells on enter. Now press enter.
345,698.
So this is a very adventurous and amazing way you can use Excel in your workings. So try experimenting with other values also. 3, 4, 6, 9. And let's change the formatting.
$3,468,765.
So let's change its formatting to
$3,468,765.
So this way you can speak your cells for numerical values. And now let's try with the alphabetical values. So let's add anything.
Shashank Walia. Arun.
So this is how you can activate speak cells option in your Excel worksheets. So before we end today's video, let me again remind you to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. And thank you guys for watching this video. Do watch my other videos on MS Excel VBS series and MS Excel tips and tricks. Thank you guys. See you soon.
Hey guys, my name is Shashank and welcome back to this new video. And as I promised that I will explain how to create this beautiful Excel sheet in collecting your incident data and how to analyze them and how to visualize them with beautiful charts, pivot tables, slicers and your timeline actions. So in this video, I'm going to explain every feature step by step, and this video is going to be long. So bear with me and watch till end if you want to learn how to create this beautiful looking visualization and this database which will collect all the data of your incidents. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe it because I will keep bringing new videos for you in creating beautiful templates for your organization and for your personal use. So let's begin this video. So first of all, we are going to open a new Excel sheet, a blank template. So let's do this. So press Ctrl N and you will be directed towards a new blank Excel sheet, right? So this is a blank Excel sheet. And in this Excel sheet, we will create three different blank sheets. So there is a sheet 1 and I will create sheet 2 and sheet 3 and I will rename them as, you can say, data, backup data and data visualization, right? So in this sheet we will add all those slicers, timeline, pivot charts and tables, and in this sheet we will add all the backend all the data which we are going to dump in this Excel sheet, and here we will add some backend data which will be used in this sheet, right? So first of all, we will create this data sheet and where we have all these tables and headlines and the data. So we will go back to the previous sheet and we'll copy these headlines so that we don't waste time in rewriting all this stuff. So I will just simply press here and select everything, Control C, go back here, Control V, right? So you can see these are simple lists because to represent data in visualization form, you have to convert these headlines into a table, right? So to convert it into a table, we will simply select this row and Control Shift and L, right? So the moment I select this, you will see these headlines has been converted into tables. So now you can go and filter them as per your data, right? So this is the first step, to convert your headlines into tables, right? And now we will go back and see what else is happening here. So we have this, you can say, the type of incident, right? And here we have this drop down list. So we have to create this drop down list so that you have a symmetrical or same entries to analyze them on the later stage. So we will go back to this stage and we'll go back to this backup sheet, and here we will add incident categories. And now here we will add all those incidents. So we will copy from this sheet, right? Control Shift and down arrow, we will select Control C, go back to the sheet and Control V. So we have this backend data. Now we have to add this data here, right? So how to do that? We will select this column and we will go to the data, and here we will go to this option which is data validation. Select here and go to data validation. Yes. Now we have already selected this list option. We have to select the list option and then take the reference, click here and go to backup sheet and select these columns, rows and cells and select OK. Okay, so now we have these drop down option available with our site. So this was the first step in creating a drop down list, and now we will go back and see what else is happening here. So you can see if I scroll this sheet towards right, you can see my first column will remain here, and if I scroll it down, my headings will always be stationary here. So we call them freeze cells. So we'll go back and create freeze cells. For that,
we will select this first cell of the second column, and we will go to the view option and freeze panes and freeze pane. Now we will have this stationary headlines and fixed first column. If you want to fix this column, you have to select this cell, right? So we will go again to this freeze column and unfreeze panes. Now select this cell and go to freeze panes, and now you will see that I have this fixed second column and fixed first row, right? So this was the second step to freeze the panes. And now we will go back and see what else is happening here. So this sheet is complete. We have the data, and now we have to create the visualization, right? So we'll go back and we'll go to this sheet, right? So the next step is to create your, you can say, pivot table, right? So how to do this, how to create this pivot table, we have to go back to this data sheet and select this whole data, right? From click Control Shift down arrow and Control Shift right arrow. So we have this data, and now we will create a pivot table. So click on the pivot table. Now we have the data, and now we will go to the existing worksheet. We will go to data visualization and select this cell. Go down and click OK. Right, so we have this pivot table here, and now we have to add fields here to create the data. So what do? We will go back to this sheet, and we will see what are the fields which we have used to show field list. Now you can see that I have added type of incident and number of incidents in values and type of incident in the rows. So we'll go back here and select type of incident in the rows and type of incident in the values. Now you can see we have the numbers according to the categories. So this is our pivot table which is ready. And now next step is to create this slicer option to filter it. How to do that? Go to simple insert, go to slicer, and now you can see all these filter options are available to you, that on which column or on which data field you want to filter your pivot table. So we will go with the type of incident. So this is it. And now we have this slicer here. We can create columns to resize it. Now if I click here, I will see that all the data which is based on assault incidents is available here. Dharna, forceful entries, sabotage, pilferage, etc. Everything is there. Select on this pivot table, go to timeline, and now we have this timeline option. So we will go with the date of incident. Now we have this timeline option here. You can expand it, and we will go to month. Okay, right? So this is how we have created our timeline option. Right, this is timeline. If I expand it all further, so if I click on April, May, June, it will start filtering the data based on March, how many assault, how many forceful entries, how many dharna, and in the month of April, how many assaults, how many sabotage. So right, this is how this is whole data visualization is happening here. And now the last step is to create this chart. How to create this chart? Simply go to insert, select on this pivot table, and go to recommended charts. And now we have this recommended chart. First one, select this and place it here. So right now we don't have any data to show here, so we will clear all the filters, right? So the chart has started displaying the data here. Now assault, pilferage, trespassing, sabotage, right? So if you want to select multiple items, you have to first clear this filter data here and then select this option, multi-select. And if I select, remove everything and then select multiple entries to show here. Right, so right, this is how you can create this data visualization using your data, filter it, analyze it, and keep a symmetry, you can say, throughout your data so that you can analyze it later on. So that's all for today's video, and if you have any specific doubt, if you want to ask me anything regarding this, regarding anything which I have displayed in this video, I can create another video and explain that specific step in that video. Thank you very much. Guys, my name is Shashank, and today in this video I'm going to show you a very interesting, simple, no, it's not simple, bit of complicated, but a time-based Excel quiz sheet which not only store your data, which not only show you that whether you have passed your examination or not, but it also generates a certification of completion after you pass or fail your examination, whatever it, right? So let us see how this sheet works and what are the features and how you can create your own sheet. Although I'm not going to explain everything in detail, but this is just an overview of this sheet and the features. The moment you open this worksheet or the quiz sheet, you will get this pop-up message that this is a time-based quiz, and the timer will start the moment you press yes. If you press yes, the timer will start, this timer here will start, and if you press no, the sheet will close, right? So let's see, press yes, you see the timer has started working. And these are the basic information, your personal information, that you have to enter your personal information here, your name, your employee number, and this is the fixed information which you don't have to change. Either you can lock it or you can leave it, because it is not going to hamper any of the process or the progress of the Excel quiz. So these are the two buttons, submit and display, right? The moment you hit submit button after completion of your all the questions, the timer will stop and the sheet will get locked, and you won't be able to alter or change your responses. So this is the feature. And after you have submitted your responses, now you want to display your score, you will hit the display score, and you will be given a certificate with your passing marks, whatever the score you have achieved or not, right? So now let's see. Okay, So this is in the top bar. You can see there is a progress bar which will show you how many questions you have attempted out of total questions. So total questions I have attempted are 16, right? And total questions in this sheet are 30. You can increase and decrease as per your requirement, but you have to tweak and make some changes in the Excel sheet. So this is the user interface in which the user will interact, and this is the backend data where the data will get stored. So these are the questions, and these are the correct responses against those questions, and these are the responses received from this sheet, right? The answers which you have given. So this here you have to write the question, and here you have to add the answers, and here the user will enter the correct response, and this will be turned into correct or wrong response using this if statement, right? So it will store and convert the data into right and correct and wrong, and here it will calculate how many correct responses has been received from this sheet. There are 5, and how many questions has been attempted, 16, and what is the score, 25, and what is the percentage, it's 17%, right? So this is the backend data. Okay, so let's say you have submitted your responses, completed your quiz, and now you want to submit your response. So let's see how it works. The moment I hit submit, it will give you a message, a warning that you won't be able to change your answers. So if I hit yes, the timer will stop and the sheet will get locked. So you won't be able to change any of the response. So now finally you have submitted your response, and now you want to see whether you have passed or not. You can simply go to the display score. It will give you a certificate of completion. So this is the certificate. It will ask you where you want to save it. I want to save it at desktop, and now hit save, and it will generate your certificate of completion. This is certified that has successfully passed basic examination with 70%. So these lines you can change as per your requirement, whatever you want, right? Successfully attempted and has scored so many percentage of marks. So these are the basic requirements, basic functions, right? So let me close this sheet and come back, and we'll see how it will look when I open this sheet, right? I saved it, closed it. Now I'm going back to my, if I open this sheet and how it will behave. So let us see. So the moment I open my worksheet, I will get 2 responses, whether you want to continue or not. So if I hit yes, the timer will start as I explained, but if I hit no, it will ask you to save or don't save. So let it don't save. The sheet will close. Now we again open it, and this time we will see that what are the codes which has been used in this sheet to add all these features here. So for that I will first of all go to the developer tab, and here is Visual Basic. So these are the codes. This is the code which will run the moment I open my sheet. It will ask me to yes for whether to continue or whether to close the sheet, right? And this is where the sheet will get locked after I hit the submit button. And this is where the timer is working. This is a timer, this is a stop timer, and this is a reset timer. Every time I close my worksheet, the timer will again reset to 20 minutes, right? And these are the codes which will again lock the worksheet after 20 minutes automatically. So this is the code to generate your certificate, to convert it into the PDF file, right? So let me show you one more thing. So this code, simple line here, even if you do not hit submit button and you are running out of time and you could not complete your exam within 20 minutes, after 20 minutes the sheet will get locked automatically whether you hit submit button or not, right? So these are the features, simple features, right? So let me hit submit here. Yes. So timer is locked, sheet is locked. This is how the sheet will work. Thank you very much. And if you're interested in how to create the sheet, text me in the text me on my WhatsApp number, which is given in the description box. Or if you want the sheet, do let me know. Thank you very much. Hey guys, my name is Shashank and welcome back to this another Excel tutorial, and today in this video I'm going to show you that how you can design and create an Excel based quiz for your employees or for your students or for your teams, right? So, and you can design it and then circulate it within your teams and students. So in this whole Excel sheet I have used 4 Excel functions and 2 VBA codes, and I will show you how to use them step by step, right? And the functions are Excel if function, right? Sum product, is text, and count if function, right? So these are the basic functions which I use mostly in all of my Excel sheets. And then I have used 2 VBA codes, first to lock this sheet after you submit your quiz, and then to display your score the moment you hit submit button. So these are the 2 VBA codes you can use in this Excel sheet. So first of all, you can see that this is a basic layout which I have created, right? So just to give it a look and to give it a heading. So you can see a heading, time-based quiz, right? Or you can you can write whatever you want to write in this heading, right? And then this is the personal information, the name and employee name. If you are using for the students, then you can use it for roll number or registration number, whatever you want to use. So for the demonstration purpose, I am using only 5 questions here, but you can use as many as you want, right? And the passing score I have set is 80%. Total time limit is 20 minutes, right? And then you can see this is the format which I have created to add questions and their options, right? So you can write your question here, and in these 4 rows you can add the options, and the person who will be attempting this quiz has to select any one of these options questions and write his or her option in this cell, right? For example, if the answer is right, A, then I will write A here, right? So this is how you can copy and paste this format and create as many questions as you want. And for demonstration, I have added only 5, right? And now this is the front sheet, right? And now one thing is missing from this sheet is the submit button, which we'll use to submit and display the score and log the worksheet, right? For that, simply go to insert and go to illustrations, and then we will use the shapes, right? And this is the shape which I'm going to use. Simply draw the shape and fill the colors, right? And then you can give it a white outline, you can give it a weight, and then I want to simply make a design boundary, right? So now I have designed a submit button. I want to edit text,